Hey, Janelle behind the camera, Brian. Saturday night, usually we try to hunt Friday nights, but I don't know if you guys were up and heard all that wind last night, so we decided to go tonight.
The coyotes just lit up.
Those are the same ones?
Probably.
I think kind of far, but... So it's not even quite dark yet. We got to our first set. Problem place. We've had pretty good luck here before. We got out under a tree, kind of like to hang out by, and I just played a little bit of fawn distress, and we had a fawn in the fence row like what, 10 feet from us.
Oh, a doe, yeah, came out going crazy.
And so we were kind of distracted by that for a second, and then it started snorting at us, and about the same time 3 coyotes popped out of the woods, and they made it about halfway across the field, and then they hung up.
They just locked up.
And I was alternating my sound. I wasn't just letting the fawn distress play. I'd shut it off, and sometimes for a while trying to get them to get moving and look for the fawn, and they just stood there and stood there. And
I think 2 of them peed, or pooped, I don't know, whatever they did out here.
Yeah, and then Janelle's like, well, I'll try some rabbit distress, and I was thinking the same thing, and I don't know, a couple seconds later I started playing fawn distress, and the one that was closest just took off to the woods. So we're like, all right, well,
in between all this, a freaking deer runs and about stomps the collar, so we got a deer charging us.
Yeah.
And then he changed it to rodent or rabbit, and it just freaking took off, and the other 2 sat. So I said, this is it. I'm like, I think we may take our shots now.
Yeah, we don't like doing the 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1 shoot, but
never freaking works.
You know, we had 2 of them standing out here about, I don't even know, it's got to be right around 200 yards, I'm guessing. And
it doesn't work.
You'll have to watch the commentary for that, because we really don't like doing that.
No, it didn't, and there's a reason, because every time we do it, it never ends well.
Yeah. Well, you both have to be.
We're just not good at it. We're just not good at it.
And then the coyotes have to be both stationary, and we don't like just slinging lead, especially like places we hunt. There's you know, other homes and farms around that we don't want to be shooting at them. So anyways, I was like, you ready? And she's like, no. And then she starts counting, and then she stops. She's like, no, you count, or something like that. And then I went 3, 2. And one of them's laying over here, and the other one ran into the woods. So
because that was my epic fail again.
Yeah, but,
that's 2 weeks in a row we tried counting. Well, last week with Brent, I missed one doing the same damn thing, and now this. But anyway, let's go get him.
Either way, we would have got one, or had a good chance of getting one, and we got one. So nothing lost in my game. I know we're going to come back here eventually and meet up with these other ones.
And we've only played fawn distress, so we're not hurting nothing.
No, I didn't even play it loud or very much. So yeah, let's go check it out. There's one laying right here.
Let's see. I see some eye shine. I don't know if it's still alive. Oh, yeah, right there.
Where?
Left, up.
Oh yeah.
It looks pretty dead.
Eyeballs.
I just see some eye shine coming from this thing.
What are they sitting there?
He's scared it's gonna bite him. Look at him, he's scared.
No, like it just went straight down. And same way it was sitting there.
Yeah. Kick it over. Is it a puppy? No.
Female.
They were all 3 about the same size.
Probably got a hole right here.
Right in his chest.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Somewhere.
Yeah, right there.
Phew, she stinks. Pick her head up a little better for me.
She does nice. She's small,
She's little.
but
Little female. Phew, wow, she's
not this year's.
No, for sure, an adult.
Some tartar cavities.
A year or two. A year or two old.
Whatever she was eating last.
Anyway, I know, on the lookout. Waiting for these two to pop back out, and we're 200 yards from our guns. Anyway, this is the first set, and mosquitoes actually aren't bad. It's nice and cool. We'll see what we can do. Got a couple more decent spots lined up, so we'll be in touch. Have anything else to say?
If you watch our videos on YouTube, it really helps us out if you subscribe, and if you like our content, please hit that like button, because that really helps us out too. It gets us out there so other people can see us. So if you do that, we'd really appreciate it. So, but that's about it. We got a couple other places to hit, so we're gonna get going. You want to?
Try a little rabbit distress or something, get them in.
Yeah. You take the one on the right?
Yep, the one that didn't run away.
And I'll take the left. On one. Ready? 3.
Wait.
Say when.
I'm freaking moving too much. 1. Go ahead, you go.
3, 2. Yes.
Not like that. Mine was looking straight at me. I had like fucking no. And on the.
Take the one on the right.
Yep, the one that didn't run away.
And I'll take the one on the left.
Okay.
On 1. Ready?
No.
3.
Wait.
Say when.
I'm freaking moving too much. 1. Go ahead, you count.
3, 2.
Did you kill yours?
Yeah.
Mine's run. I did not like that. It's a fucking coyote coming down the road. Hello. Brian behind the camera. Predator Solutions in Michigan. We have had an eventful night. We saw for sure 8, possibly 10 coyotes tonight. Couple of them we did not get shots at. They never really came in. Only a couple, like from the one pair, or we're not sure if it was 2 or 3. Only one ended up coming in.
How close did he come?
It was probably 15 yards, and I missed. And I'm pretty sure I missed because he was at 15 yards. I don't know. I probably should have held a little high. And then he ran away, and then Brian shot at him at approximately 360, and he was spinning pretty good. And then he shot again, and he ran, And we ended up tracking him. We found tons of blood. I don't know how it's still alive. It bedded down like 3 times, and we just kept pushing it, and ended up, we found a big clot and no coyote, but my bets are he's gonna die.
Yeah, he lost a lot of blood.
A lot. Like, I don't know how he was still moving. So Brian got one on the first set. I missed one. And then I missed one, and Brian hit one on the second set. And then Brian's like, I don't know, you want to go in? What do you think? I'm like, it's not my gun. I'm like, I just need to get this monkey off my back. And came out here to a kind of one of our best spots. And we were at like 35, 37 minutes into the set, and we had heard them right when we got out here. Thought for sure they would be in here in 20 minutes, you know. We're at 35, 37, 39. I'm like, So Brian put some raccoon, which actually has worked quite well for us. And about 2 minutes later, I see a deer I just see its head and neck stick out, and then it sucks back in. I'm like, kind of weird. And we had heard some stuff behind, from over there anyway. And then, like, I don't know, you had shut off the raccoon, hadn't you?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
I just
off.
shut it off.
And I
30
look
seconds.
up, and I smack Brian on the shoulder, and I'm like, coyote, two. I'm like, 2 of them. And they just, and we're in this pretty narrow area where they just brush off.
It's only like 40 yards wide.
Yeah. And as soon as I saw them, they just stopped for like half a second and into this tall stuff. And there's a really tall strip, and then there's another field. And I thought for sure they were going to get on the other side of the tall stuff and come right up towards us, or at least work around in this field. Nothing. So Brian turns on a little bit of something really quiet. Nothing.
I played like 5 different things trying to get him to come out of the
come
weeds.
back in, trying to pop back out. Nothing. And then all of a sudden we start hearing this noise like behind us. And it's like really making a lot of noise. I'm like, it's got to be a raccoon or a possum. And then it gets up. How close do you think it was behind us? 10 yards?
Yeah, pretty close.
I mean, it was really, really close. I'm turned around, it's just super thick, and there's this old deer blind kind of behind us, and I couldn't see. At one point I thought I saw a fleck of movement, but I mean, super, super close. None of our stuff is focused for that close, and it's just so thick, and it works, and it's behind us, and then it works out and around and to the right, and I hear it, and it's making a ton of noise. I'm like, there's no way that's a coyote. It's got to be a deer, and then it gets quiet. All right, where it went, and then like 20 seconds later, this guy shows up out in the field, and that's where he stays.
Pretty dark one.
So yeah, he showed up, and I put my scanner away, and I think he heard something, just a little bit of the movement, and he looked, and he's looking right into the moon. I mean, it couldn't have been more perfect for us. When he takes a couple more steps, like he thought he heard something, but didn't really think anything of it, and and killed him. So monkey off my back. I will be shooting my gun again just to double check everything, but
how far away are we from where we were standing right now? Maybe 35, 40 yards?
No, I think a little further than that. Yeah, 50, 55. I mean, pretty close.
50.
But he was literally I bet 10 yards behind us, and he just didn't want to come through that thick stuff and right by that blind and stuff. Ended up coming around, and I think this is a different one than the 2 we saw.
Yeah,
because the 2 we saw went off to the north, and this guy was like minutes later right behind us. So I don't think they would have come all the way around. And
no,
anyway,
I don't think they had time.
So it's early, and it's cold. My hands are cold. I'm not complaining. This is glorious. We have not seen like a single mosquito all night, but it's gonna be a long day tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, like, share, subscribe. That really helps us out. We really appreciate it, and we'll try and keep content coming.
Sounds good. See you guys later.
Urgh.